in this particular, we'll start with arrays. We have method number 1 to work with. Okay, so I'll give the name $ARR1. Again, here also the array is starting with a dollar symbol, and ARR1 is just a name for it. Okay, now you can see here, notice one thing. I have just written ARR1 equals to, and then you can see given a space and just left it like this. Now what is happening here, it is waiting for me to type something, and if I keep my mouse on top of it, you must provide a value. Okay, so it is looking for a value. If I just go with, let's say 10, and if I try to go with $ARR1 dot get type, if I just go with this particular approach, it is an integer, it's a variable, there's only one value inside it. But if I go with comma 20, comma 30, comma 40, 50, if I go with multiple values over here, and then if I run the program, you can see it's an object type, and you can see it's an array. Base type is array. Immediately, instantly, PowerShell got to know that what exactly is happening. Clear to everyone? But this is not the approach what we use nowadays in PowerShell. This is the old method. That's the old method of declaring arrays in PowerShell. Clear to everyone till here? If I go with method 2, what exactly it is? $ARR2 equals to. This time I've changed the variable name. I'm not taking the same. This time what I'll do, I'll make something called as at the rate and then regular brackets. These brackets plays an important role over here. I'm not defining anything inside it right now. But if I now go with $ARR2 dot get type, see, even though I have not created, like I've not mentioned some numbers or some values over here, then also this is basically called empty array. So even though I created an empty array, still PowerShell got to know that this is an array type. Clear to everyone till here? Simply what I can do next, I can just add some values inside it. Something like a, something like this. Okay. Then also if I create, and you can see still it is an array type. Now let's say I want to access the array. I want to print the array. Okay. There are different methods in PowerShell. The easiest method is $ARR3. Just run only this much. If you run only this much, see it is printing the data. Got the point? Okay, so this is the simplest and the easiest method to work with arrays in PowerShell. Okay, now here you can see all the things are added, all the elements are visible over here. Now let's say I want to count, or let's create another array. I want to add here, guys, come on, look here. I want to add from 1 to 100 integers. I want to add up. In PowerShell, the easiest method to do this, 1 dot dot 100. Easiest method. Okay. Now, are they actually 100 or not? One of the easiest method is you can go with $ARR4 and it will basically print everything. You can see here. It has printed from 1 to 100. Okay. Now, let's say if the total numbers, I don't know how many are there, but I want to find out. So the easiest thing what I can do in this case could be $ARR4 dot count. So this will tell you actually the number. You can see here, 100. It's showing, this 100 is showing basically number of elements inside that array. Getting the point? Number of elements. Okay. 100 is too much. I'll reduce it to 10 for now. Then later on we will work with that. any one of them. That length is something which we use in other languages as well. Count is something which is also used, but here primarily in PowerShell we go with the count word. Okay, because this count is a parameter which will be helpful for other things as well.